This video is about the two most important commandments. They are most clearly written in Mark 12, verses 28 till 34. You should read them first. I'm assuming you read them, so they're also stated in Matthew in about the same way, and they also said in Luke 10 verses 25 till 37. They are not only stated, but Yeshua is in a discussion with someone that some scribe said that he asked him a good question about the second most important commandment, because the first one is, it's quite clear. It says, like, you basically, it's saying that you should care about God as much as possible, and um, and this is the most important thing in His commandments. And the second one is less clear, because it says love your. It's translated as neighbor as yourself. But what does that really mean? Because who the question you ask him is a good question. Is who? What do you mean by who is my neighbor? Like, what do you mean by my neighbor? And Yeshua not only answer him, he gives a parable to answer this. The parable of the Good Samaritan, which is in the verses I said in Luke, in Luke 10:25 to 37. And then he's like, you can see that the the um, the point is like that the third person is only the one that is his neighbor, and not everyone, right? So the answer is not everyone. It doesn't mean say love everyone as yourself. It says love the who cares about you to some significant extent as much as yourself. And then it's like, because the other one was different than the other two in that he significantly cared about him, right? And then he said, go and do likewise. So it means the same as he says in the Sermon on the Mount in Matthew 5. He also repeats the second most important commandment, but he says, if you only love those that love you, what special do you do? Even the wicked do that. So it's like the same thing in different words, with the parable of the good Samaritan, that he says in the end, go and do likewise. Because the person that was the third one didn't know the one that was injured. So for him, he was like someone, and he was from some different group, so that might have had some issues and then with them. So for him, it's like he's in the category of well, he's not exactly maybe an enemy, but he's not someone that he's supposed to especially care about. And so he's basically saying like there is a level who we should care about the most is God. Then there's another level of you supposed to care as much as yourself about people that are close to you in some positive, significant way. I suppose like your parents, and maybe your, I don't know, your wife, you're like someone that cares about you a lot, some other one. And then I think the one that was the third person should be considered at this point to be also in that category relative to the one that was injured. Um, but also to some extent like supposed to care about everybody else to a lesser but still significant, like then the third one in the parable is like supposed to be an example of that expansion that he says, like that you shouldn't be, it's not special, like you should be like show that you do something beyond what even someone wicked might do by caring about other people that are not especially close to you. But literally the two most important commandment are given already by Moses, and they are like to care about. Not that the third level is not important, but it's like the literally the who is the what's the second, the one he says the two most important commandment is the first two levels that I mentioned about.